What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Planting with Pete.
These my dollars make it hurt.
Now, if you're new here, and this channel consists of almost everything houseplant related, if that tickles your fancy, hit that subscribe button, sit back, and enjoy the video. Now, on today's video, you guys, you probably already know we're in October. Well, okay. It's not October for me, but when this video comes out, it is October. Okay, so you all know that it's October, and October usually Halloween, scary things, definitely scary movies, which I love. Fall, orange, yellow, the colors, awesome. Especially the trees, you guys. This time of year, trees are starting to go dormant, and if you can get your eyeballs on like a field of maple trees or anything that goes dormant during the winter, the foliage is just, I wish some of the foliage would grow like that during the year, but you can't always get what you want. But anyway, on today's video, you guys, we are going over basically the aspects of plants in Halloween. Now, we do know that there are different plants that represent different things. Like I did a feng shui video. Plants represent money, peace, happiness, all these other things. Well, guess what? Same things applies for Halloween and plants. Now, these plants here came from, of course, doing some research. I would say 90% of these plants, 95% of these plants that I'm going to mention, the names of themselves just represent, I don't want to say evil. Evil is a strong word. Let's just say Halloween. Okay, these plants here represent Halloween just because they're their names, and also the time of the year where they either bloom or flower or do their Halloween thing. So what I did was I chose a few from a list, and the list, it had, I think, maybe 20 to 30, and I was not definitely going to do several videos of these, even though I could break it down, because I don't know if you guys notice or know, well, you notice, but I don't know if you know. Is know and notice the same thing depending on how you use it? But there are color genres for Halloween. I mean, I knew that there's like, red and orange and black, but apparently there's like green and white and brown. Brown makes sense, and brown, things like that. So these plants carry all those aspects. Aside from the name, it's probably the color. Again, if it blooms a certain way or whatnot. But I chose these plants off this here list. And again, what we're going to do is just go over the plants that I did find. Some of these were hard to, honestly, some of these were hard to choose from because there are some freakishly weirded plants, and not even going to talk about the names of them, but there are a lot of them to choose from. And so I chose the ones that spoke Halloweeny to me. So let's go ahead and get started. Now let's hear. I think I did mention the colors. The colors are orange, black, red, brown, green, white, purple. Feels like I'm missing one. Did I say red already? Feels like I'm missing one. I have a list. Yeah, black, purple, brown, orange, yellow, red. Yeah, I think I forgot orange and yellow. Black, purple, brown, orange, yellow, red, white, and green. Like I was in awe. And then once you figure out the color, I guess, spectrum or pattern for Halloween or any holiday or anything that you're doing, then you definitely can go and choose the plants, and it makes more sense that way. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Now, there is on this list, I have right here, on this list, I think there are two that are on my wish list, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I mentioned probably not the first one that we're going to talk about, which I'm definitely going to get. That's a wish list video. Let's go ahead and get started, you guys. The first one here It is the bat head lily. And of course, you'll be seeing a picture as well. Now, a bat. I mean, come on, Halloween. And even with this freakishly shaped, beautiful flower, it screams Halloween. Now, for me personally, I would preferably want these to grow. I think they're called maybe tiger lilies, calla lilies, not calla lilies, but I wish they didn't have the greenery, which is nothing but the leaves, of course, photosynthesized in order for the plant. I mean, the leaf for the flower to even grow and bloom. So, yeah, if they just grew from tubers, just from this one tuber, and gave you just that one flower, oh yeah, I would definitely have a whole pot of those, but since it comes in kind of like a bushely shrubbery kind of vibe, then it's just like a big peace lily, except for the foliage is it's a lot thinner. The leaves are a lot thinner, depending on which variety of bat lily you're getting. But yeah, of course, this here plant screams Halloween, you guys. Now, the next plant we're going to work with is the Dracula Orchid. Now, most of these plants, okay, most of these plants that you're going to see and that I'm going to mention come in different varieties. So keep that in mind. It's like you type in Dracula, you type in Dracula Orchid, and it's like a million variety pops up, and I just chose the best one. But yeah, so if you look at this here picture, it gives you all kinds of animal vibes. I mean, of course, depending on your imagination, that is with any of these plants, it gives you that vibe. But of course, for me, it gives me that scary and, of course, Dracula Drake vibe. All right, next plant, we're moving on, is the Voodoo Lily. Yep, Voodoo Lily. Now, this here plant, as you can see, spectacular. Now, it reminds you, this is not the corpse flower. Okay, so make that 3. That's on my wish list. I forgot about the corpse flower. Um, yeah, it is not the corpse flower. Okay. I'm pretty sure, as you can see, is in the family. It's just called the voodoo, and it's more compact and miniature. Now, honestly, the voodoo lily is on the list. We'll get to it later, but I would definitely prefer this one over that voodoo. Even if we're talking wish list, definitely would prefer that because we'll get into it. But that corpse flower is way big and takes a lot longer to bloom and smells tons worse. You know what I'm saying? So Voodoo Lily, of course, with the name Voodoo, and of course, how it not grows, but how it looks, and of course the smell as well. So of course it made the train for the Halloween plants. Let's move on to the next one. The next one here is a Sansevieria. Now, this here Sansevieria is strange. I've seen it a few times on my trips when I go to Atlanta, do plant shopping. It's kind of weird. It honestly looks like it's dead. It's the Sansevieria Curkey or Curkey. Sansevieria Curkey or Curkey. Yeah. Funny looking plant. Again, looks like it's dead. There's that, I won't say camo pattern kind of vibe-ish, but again, it looks dead. It's brown and black and little spotches of green, and some of them have a little red trimming. So it honestly looks like a dead plant, which, if we're talking Halloween, you guys, it fits that category. Let's move on to the next one. This one here is a Chinese lantern. You know, it's not much of a scary kind of vibe, but you know, it does look, they do, when it flowers, they do look like jack-o'-lanterns or pumpkins or whatever you want to call them, the little orange fruit things that are, comes out during the fall time. Yeah, those. It looks kind of sort of like those, maybe like in a paper mache kind of ish way, but of course they bloom. They actually come in different colors. Starts off green and it morphs, I would say, or changes color as time goes on. But of course, as I said before, all these here plants, if they bloom or do anything special flower wise, then it's definitely during this time of the year, which is fall, which is Halloween ish. So it made the list, of course, just because of the name. We have the Chinese lantern. The next one we have, just mention it, you guys, is the corpse flower. It's on the wish list, but it's pushed way back. 1, I don't have the space. 2, it stinks. And 3, I don't have the space. You know, so with the name Corpse Halloween, you can't help it. If you don't know about this here plant, it grows as a plant and then it grows as a flower. Strange, strange. But yeah, Corpse, it stinks. Wonderful. The shape is kind of nice. Different colors as well. It falls upon the color pattern like reddish, brownish, purplish. Some have green and tints of like yellowish, goldish, orange. So of course it fell up under the category. Now this next one here, it is called the Bleeding Heart. Now if you look at these here flowers, there's the name, you know, and again, Halloween, Bleeding Heart. It's just crazy. I did not know that there were like this many plants that you could categorize in Halloween. Now I'm wondering what Thanksgiving and Christmas plants look like. I know some about Christmas plants ish. There are some that you would say are Christmas plants because they bloom around the time. If you get what I'm saying, like Easter plants, Easter lilies, things like that bloom around the time of that situation, of that holiday, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, this here plant again blooms during the fall times, and it gives you these bleeding, almost perfectly heart-shaped flowers that are bleeding. Strange, but also kind of freakishly cool. The only downside about well, most of these, you guys, is that the foliage is just foliage until it does what it needs to do, which is fall. Now, if you're acquiring these here plants for just for this here specific situation or case, then it works out just perfectly fine because during the year, regular green foliage, and when it's time to decorate for fall, your plants are already there. There's no putting on, well, you probably can do like the spider webs, but there's no extra add-on to it because those flowers are the centerpiece themselves. So Bleeding Heart, yeah, perfectly good plant. I do love the actual color of those flowers, from the whites to the black, definitely to that blood red. So yeah, made the list. The next one we have, most of you I'm pretty sure seen, I've seen a few times. It's called the Old Man Cactus. The name doesn't scream Halloween unless you're scared of old men, you know. Other than that, the name does not scream Halloween. It's just how it grows. Those little, I would say hairs rather, kind of freakishly, again, looks like something that's fixing to die or has died and dried up. And if you touch it, it might just crumble into ash. One of those kind of plants. But of course, it did make the list, again, just because it's a little scary looking. But next plant we have now, this one here, definitely the name Cobweb. Is it a cactus or succulent? Cobweb succulent. Now this here, again, cobwebs. I don't like spiders, okay? I can deal with spiders, but like, so say, people say I'm scared of spiders. I'm not scared of spiders. I mean, what crazy person that you know will have this big tarantula just crawl on your neck and be like, oh, hey, let me get you off. I'm finna freak the out, you know? So if that's considered being scared of spiders, yeah, I'm terrified. I can be fine with seeing a spider just crawl. But if it's on me and I have no clue, then I'm freaked out and now my hair is crawling all on me and I'm slapping myself. It's a whole, it's a whole thing, you guys. But yeah, it gives you those spider web vibes. And even for some reason, cobweb sound way worse than a spider web, you know, just because spiders, you're used to hearing spider, but you don't hear cobs. Yeah, it sounds like this big Jurassic Park spider. Who knows? But this here plant, as it grows out, the little stringies, I don't know, they stay string and it just looks like a whole spider just had a party on that there plant. And these are one of the plants that would be considered, I would say, a green pattern, or with the webs as well, a white pattern that fell up under the actual Halloween vibe, aside from the cobweb name. Okay, now this one here, the next one is a black cardinal philodendron. Some people can find these going out. We found one, and I think Kim has it. Yeah, Kim got got it, and I think it was the last one, as a matter of fact. Of course, the name of itself, you know, black. Yeah, so there's only a few solid, like solid black plants that you really can choose from. There are a couple that I did pull from, and these, this one actually is one. I mean, black cardinal. I mean, come on, it grows in this black kind of color, kind of like the. There's one sexy black Ethereum. Oh my, oh my. You know, Ethereums have that gloss on. Oh my. She didn't make the list, but oh my. Yeah, I did see it, and oh my. Yeah, with the name of it, just I should have grabbed it. Yeah, just the name of it, you guys. Black plant, black foliage. You can't go wrong with it. Now the next one we have, of course, again, it would be another black foliage plant, which is the Raven ZZ. Find her anywhere. These plants, again, black. They scream, I'm gonna say death. They scream Halloween, I can tell you that much. And again, when you're dealing with plants, when you think about plants, you just think about greenery, you know, nothing outside of red, purple, orange, white, all these other weird colors. You just think of green. And then when you definitely get a hold of the aspect of green, we usually think brown means dead, black means, oh my God, dead, white means it's definitely finna die or it's dead. So given the aspect of these here plants and putting them together is just actually kind of wonderful, you guys. But Raven ZZ, definitely I would say scream Halloween vibes. I have one. You definitely see a picture. You can't see her because her and her sister actually grow behind the TV back there. But yeah, definitely make the list because of its black foliage. To be honest with you, walking into like a sea of leaves would kind of freak me out, even though they're just regular, I'm gonna say plants, but of course they're black. The next one we have, you guys, will be the Venus flytrap, and if I'm not mistaken, that might be the last one. Yeah, and of course, as we all know, the Venus flytrap is what it is. The Venus flytrap is actually kind of freaky. It definitely screams Halloween, fall vibes. It's something that it would, yeah, it'll try to eat you. Let's just be honest. It probably can't, or it could after time and just digesting. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. These are plants. They eat other things, okay? Anything that decides to fall, drop, or climb across its leaves is going to go bye-bye, especially if it can be digested and it's small enough to fit into the little tubes. Oh, yeah. That's not even to mention Little Shop of Horror. You know, that's like one of my most, and there's not too many plant-related movies. You know, if you want to go there, I mean, there's like that. Oh, we're off subject. There's like Batman, with Ivy. I love Ivy. Like, I would love her powers. Like, I'm a plant guy. Why not? You know. And then there's Little Shop of Horror. Love that's literally a freaking movie musical about. I don't like the musical part, but it's about plants, you know. And then there's one more like Disney. Is it Fern Gully? I'm definitely just still in my age here. There's like an old time classic movie about plants. Yeah, movie about plants and poaching and all sorts of stuff. So there's not too many of them, but Little Shop of Horror is like, think of Venus flytraps, down that nature. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, nope. I don't want one of those plants. Nope. I was saying because he was eating human parts. Like I can't go that far. You know, I can go and maybe get you some ham or some turkey or something from the store. You know, I'm not cutting up. Not. Yeah, of course. Matter of fact, any kind of I would say monkey cups, or there are a lot of plants out there in that their family that can really just be like, what's going on here? That, like I said before, there are a few more. Like there is the ghost. I think it's called the ghost plant. I had it on here, but I took it off. It didn't make the list. The ghost plant, it does not grow or does not need light. It's white and it unfurls kind of like a fern, and it has like black specks on it. It's kind of cool, but most of these, again, on this list, made the list. Well, one of the reasons they make the list because you can grow these inside. So these all plants can be considered house plants, but these plants can be grown inside, of course, with the proper lighting, water, and all the other stuff that they desirably need to grow and thrive. So yeah, it was just this little white, pretty kind of white plant, unfurled black spots, don't need any sunlight. I think it grows off of Don't quote me on it because I didn't read too much into it, but I just know that the part that I did read that does not need sunlight. That is it here, you guys, for today's video. Again, I was going to stretch it out, but I do have some more Halloween related content that I have to get out, and I'm still trying to finish the series, you guys. Yes, that's still going on, and and I think I have to do one today. If I'm not mistaken, videos all over the place. Yeah, I have to do an extra one, 2 more today, and yeah. But that is it here for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button if you enjoyed. Also, comment down below. Let me know if you have any of these, or maybe you've seen some of these in person. I do know some of the ones like the Ravens and the Black Cardinal, the Cobweb, Old Man, things like that. You're able to see around quite often. Maybe at your local nursery or a big box store, whatever the case may be. Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, I have a second channel, Pete's Plant Smash Up. I am plenty footage for the second channel. It just needs to be uploaded and edited. There should be one coming out for that channel this month. I think I've been doing like one per month. I think I missed last month, not sure. So, second channel down in the description box below. All my tools and things that you see me ever use here on the channel will be down in the description box below. And yeah, that is it, you guys. Make sure that bell is on. This bell will keep you notified, let you know what's going on over here with Planting with Pete. If you aren't subscribed, you guys, make sure you are. That bell should be gray and not red. That is it. Bye.
And cut. That's a wrap, guys. Good job, Pete. See you back here on set tomorrow.